Okay, today we're going to be solving some atomic math problems. So you guys are going to be figuring out how many protons, neutrons, and electrons are in each atom of a certain element. So for this first one, we're going to look up the number 8 on your periodic table, and we're going to find that number 8 is oxygen. And we're going to fill in that blank there. And then it asks us a variety of questions. So the first thing it wants to know is, what is the atomic number? So the atomic number is the small number at the top of the table tile. So for oxygen, the atomic number is 8. The next thing it asks us for is the atomic mass, which is the larger number at the bottom. So this number is 15.999, and we're going to round that to a total of 16. This number represents the number of particles that are in the nucleus of your atom. So this one equals the protons plus the neutrons. Okay. The next thing it asks for is the number of protons in one atom of oxygen. So the number of protons we can figure out by just finding the atomic number. The atomic number of oxygen is 8. So we have 8 protons in an atom of oxygen. Okay. The neutrons is the tricky one. So the neutrons we have to solve for. So we're going to take our atomic mass, which is 16, the amount of protons and neutrons in the middle, and we're going to subtract the number of protons. So minus 8 equals 8. Okay, so for oxygen, the number of neutrons is 8. Now for electrons, we want to have the same number of negatives as we do positives, because we want it to be a neutral atom. We don't want it to have any charge. So if we had 8 plus signs, we need to have 8 minus signs. So this example is pretty easy. Protons, neutrons, and electrons all have 8. If we move over here to zinc, this example is a little bit different. Okay. Zinc is number 30 on your table of contents. And so I'm going to find number 30 on my table of contents, which is right here. Okay. And the blank on this one is the symbol. So on my periodic table, I see that Zn is the missing symbol. I'm going to go ahead and fill that in, Zn. Okay. Now the atomic number, again, is the small number at the top. That's 30. The atomic mass is 65.39. Now I need to round that to the nearest whole number. 65.39 is less than 65.5. So I'm going to round it down to 65. If this number were 5 or higher, then you would round it up. But since it's a 3, we're going to round it down to 65. To figure out the number of protons, I'm looking at the atomic number at the top, which is 30. Okay. Neutrons, I have to do the math with again, so I'm going to take the atomic mass, rounded, which is 65. I'm going to subtract the number of protons, and I'm going to end up with 35 neutrons. And then again, I want to have the same number of protons as I do electrons, because protons are positive, electrons are negative, so I end up with 30 there. All right, that's it.